Coming up, early voting brings in a strong local turnout before the November election.
And massive ID theft at the University of Georgia. Your News Valdosta starts now. Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Andrew Ritfeld.
And I'm Shalonda Martin. So far, more than 2,800 voters in Lowndes County have already cast their votes for the November election. At last night's presidential debate at Hofstra University in New York, President Obama and Governor Romney had an energetic and engaging, but at sometimes defensive debate. A consensus says Romney won the first debate, but his second round was more of a split decision. With 2 of 3 presidential debates behind us, tune into the final debate next Monday.
A new Gallup poll breaks down the numbers of Obama and Romney based on demographics and regions. The poll shows that President Obama is down amongst college graduates, men, and Southern voters in relation to his run in 2008. These numbers are based on the latest results that were gathered from 2,700 likely voters. Prior to last night's debate, Romney held a 4% lead over President Obama.
With the November 6th election approaching, it promises to be a busy season at the polls. News Valdosta Area Brooks has more from the Board of Elections.
Early voting began this week and continues through November 2nd. You can vote this week and next week, Monday through Friday, from 8 to 5, and the final week from 7 to 7.
The country's been kind of stagnant for the last 4 years, and I believe if we don't do something different, that this country's going to come on harder times than they already are.
With 270 votes needed to take the Oval Office, the long-awaited results of the campaign that has had people on the edge of their seats is reaching its climax.
If you come to vote early voting or in the polling place, if you wait till the last day, you just need to bring a photo ID. If you have one and just didn't bring it with you, you're able to vote provisional. We were not going to deny you the right to vote. You'll have 3 days to bring it in.
All that is needed from you is a photo ID and a genuine concern for our country's well-being. If you do not have a photo ID, the Board of Elections will provide you with one for free.
I'm also voting because I think that healthcare is important for people, and as someone who has not had healthcare for a very long time with several medical conditions.
With the presidential election rapidly approaching, people are encouraged to get to the polls, especially with issues on the line like healthcare, women's and minorities' rights, economy, taxes, students, and Medicare. To exercise your rights as a citizen, be sure to go to the polls and cast your vote. With News Valdosta, I'm Ariel Brooks.
3 vehicles were involved in an accident on Madison Highway on Monday. According to the police, a black Suburban crossed the center lane and struck a Ford F-350 with a camper trailer and a Toyota Prius. The F-350 and Prius were being driven by David Grant and his wife, Dawn Grant. The name of the driver in the black Suburban has not yet been released. All 3 drivers are in stable condition. Any charges will be made after further investigation.
A guidance counselor at Murray Bachstrom High School is suing the Department of Education for wrongful termination, sex discrimination, and violation of her First Amendment rights. Tiffany Webb says she was fired because she was a lingerie model over 17 years ago. Attorney Gloria Allred says Webb's situation brings up questions about how people can avoid this situation. Allred also states that away from behavior you can regret later in life, and if you're terminated, find out if you have any rights that you can pursue in court.
The University of Georgia is investigating a security breach involving at least 8,500 current and former employees. The reason is because a hacker may have stolen their personal information, including their social security number. UGA's media relations spokesman says most of the names in the compromised data were retirees. The vice president for information technology as the intrusion was planned in a criminal act. No one has been arrested. All those affected are being offered free credits monitoring.
Coming up, West Nile virus is spotted in Lowndes County.
And a terrifying night is coming up for VSU students. We'll have the details when we come back.
I got my MBA online at VSU. As a working mom who travels on business, I needed an MBA program that fit my schedule and allowed me to balance both my work and home life. VSU's Web MBA was perfect. I was able to spend time with my family in the evenings and then complete my assignments. My MBA is one of my greatest accomplishments. It was hard work, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. Don't wait. Start your MBA today.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
All right, listen, we all need a little nudge sometimes. I don't function without coffee in the morning, but it is going to take more than a double mochaccino to help you here.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero oír. Danny, no lo puedo hacer. Quiero oír. Danny, lo voy a hacer.
DMC, liking your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Louder! Louder! I'm gonna get my GED! Come on! Get your GED! Get down, Baba.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. As the season changes, we have a health update about a danger outside of your home.
It has to do with a virus that's carried by mosquitoes and is already here in South Georgia. West Nile, the mosquito-borne virus, has been spotted in Lowndes County. 16 mosquitoes have tested positive, but so far no people have been affected. When outdoors, make sure to protect yourself using an EPA-registered repellent, wearing protective clothing, and avoid prolonged exposure. Also, be aware of windows or screen doors that might allow insects inside.
Perlman Cancer Center is celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month by releasing pink balloons during the open house this Friday. South Georgia Medical Center is asking the community to wear pink to promote awareness of all kinds of cancer and encourage all who have been affected by cancer. So stop by between 4 and 6 to write a message on a balloon and send it up.
Economic historian Gregory Clark of the University of California, Davis claims your success in life may actually be determined by ancestors who lived many years ago. Clark says as much as 60% of the outcome in your life may be determined by your lineage. For example, the rate of social mobility in India is slower than that of any other country due to its historic caste system. But on the other side of his research, he has found that African American families were climbing the social ladder as quickly as any other social group in the U.S. today. Clark is currently working on a book about his research and says he's still working out some of his conclusions.
Wild Adventures helps VSU kick off homecoming week with some Halloween fun just for students. News Valdosta Daniel Young reports from Wild Adventures.
Wild Adventures brings family-friendly fun by day that transforms to bring adults frights by night.
Kind of hit the reset button on our Halloween event. So not only will you find Oshkosh Plague of the Witch on our trail, which is one of our signature attractions this year during Terror in the Wild, you'll find locations throughout the park that you'll creep up upon and will frighten you. So we kind of just made it bigger and better.
Park guests will find new scares in such themed areas as Carnival and Zombie Crash.
It's ever growing. Like what's in the first week may not be there the second week because we're just changing to see what works, what doesn't. I've been in the same spot all year this year, but last year I was a Ghostbuster and then I was a skunk ape.
This year also brings new creatures, including the Fawn Beast.
People love it. It's a really extravagant costume. It's a really expensive costume, and it's very scare worthy, I guess you could say. So and I just kind of roam around the park and hide in the shadows, and you know, I've gotten faster on the stilts, and people don't realize how fast I can get.
Terror, it seems, is enough to scare even those who work at the park.
When I was walking through it during the day, it would creep me out. You don't know, I mean, you think something's going to pop out from every corner. It's creepy anyway because it's set in the swamp.
VSU students can experience Terror in the Wild from dusk till 11 p.m. tonight. For those who can't make it this evening, check out terrorinthewild.com for additional information. For News Valdosta, my name is Daniel Young.
Looking at your local weather, cooler fall temperatures greeted Valdostans this morning. The high today will only be near 80. Tonight will be clear with lows in the upper 50s. Tomorrow, expect more of the same, with a high near 80 and a low again in the upper 50s.
Coming up, local farmers are honored for being outstanding in their field.
And nuns are taking over Mathis Auditorium. Stay with us.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14, 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice, 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
Valdosta State University.
Quality academics.
Caring faculty mentors.
A beautiful campus.
Opportunities for involvement, leadership, and service.
Championship athletics, spirit and pride.
Discover your opportunities.
Valdosta State University.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. I'm Andrew Ritfeld.
And I'm Shalonda Martin. The top 10 of the Southeast's best farmers were honored Monday night at the Rainwater Conference Center. These 10 farmers are the nominees for the Swisher Sweets and Sunbelt Expo's Southeastern 2012 Farmer of the Year. Each candidate is nominated by other farmers and represents their state in the race. The winning farmer will receive a $15,000 check along with a brand new Massey Ferguson tractor. The competition and award were conceived as a way to say thanks to the American farmer.
Good news, Georgia hunters. Firearm deer season is finally here. Starting this Saturday, Georgia Public Hunting Grounds will allow rifles and munitions on the course. As usual, hunt choices options include traditional, ladies only, and adult and child hunts. Sporting dates, maps, and other locations are available in the 2012-13 Georgia hunting season and regulations guide.
The nuns are coming to town, the nuns of Hoboken, that is. Lauren DeLone found out more about this hilarious musical.
Nuns in a musical!
Nunset Boulevard is a new musical comedy featuring all new songs, audience participation, and a piece of heavenly humor.
It's going to be a really hilarious show about the nuns from Hoboken who go to Hollywood because they want to become stars. They end up in Hollywood at the Bolorama, so it's not exactly what they expect.
With a superior New York cast, you won't want to miss this hilarious production coming to Mathis City Auditorium Tuesday, October 23rd. Contact the Turner Center for the Arts for tickets and more information on their upcoming events. Nunset Boulevard is sure to be one hilarious production, hosted by Turner Center for the Arts at Mathis City Auditorium. With News Valdosta, this is Lauren DeLone.
When you hear the name Al Capone, what comes to mind? The image of an Italian mobster sucking on a cigar with a wide-brimmed hat may be your first visual you think of. 81 years ago today, Capone was sentenced to 11 years for tax evasion. Capone rose to the top of the crime scene when he joined Johnny Torino in Chicago and took over the gambling, prostitution, and alcohol smuggling establishment in 1925. By 1930, Capone had reached the top of the FBI's most wanted list, but avoided jail time through bribery and intimidation.
Thanks for watching News Valdosta. I'm Shalonda Martin.
And I'm Andrew Ritfeld. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.